Hello everyone, I'm Conquering History. I think I had a false start there. Hello everyone, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, where I am playing as Garanganze or Katanga, which I'll probably be referring to them as Katanga throughout this playthrough here. So the first thing I wanted to do before we kept going is I wanted to talk about this guy, because I think I forgot to in the last episode. But this is a historical figure, Felipe Molitor. He's a Belgian military officer who had commanded the Force Publique during World War I when the Belgians were fighting in East Africa. Because there was wars going on over here in a lot of these African colonial areas during World War I. They just tend to not get talked about as much. Compared to. Then again, I can't speak for every country, but at least the way I was raised, and there's mostly a focus on the war going on in Europe. Maybe it'll extend a little bit out here to Gallipoli. Maybe there'll be a little bit of talking about the Sykes-Picot Treaty over here. But Africa is usually just maybe a sentence saying there was also fighting in Africa. But anyway, he was a member of the Belgian army, and he is still alive in the 1930s. In fact, he would live until the 1950s. Part of that is because he joined the army before he was of legal age, although at least he wouldn't have been of legal age in the United States. Anyway, so he was stationed in the Belgian Congo, and he actually wrote a paper in sometime before World War I think 1913, saying to the Belgian government, the Germans in East Africa are probably going to make a move on us someday, and we need to make the Force Publique stronger. Because that day is going to come, which the Belgian officials back home, or flanders-wallonian in this case, but anyway, they just told him, no, because if we escalate, they're gonna say that that's a violation of neutrality and things like that. Sure enough, war does break out, and he ends up invading German East Africa during the war, very slowly. But supply difficulties aside, he did manage to get decently into German East Africa. And he pretty much spent the rest of his military career with Force Publique, so I actually don't know why he's not the field marshal, because this guy, Charles Tombier, I don't think I know him. I'm not even sure. Is this a real person? This name is complete. I'm drawing a complete blank when it comes to this guy. Well, in any case, we're going to make him charismatic. This person without a name, I guess. So it's going to be a little bit slow here in terms of going on the offensive or anything like that, because what we're trying to do. Wait a minute, we have a decision here. Right, the fate of Zambia. We're going to go ahead and occupy it or puppet it. I don't think they have a damn thing of worth here. And we're more concerned with creating Belgian Congo. So I think what we might do... Whoops. I think what we might do here... I don't have much in terms of population either. It's much smaller than I am, but they have no factories whatsoever. So I think what we'll do is we'll have it form its own state. There's something here they're going to get there. Gonna lose a core, it says. Oh, they're gonna lose their core over here, but they still have this. Interesting. So Zambia keeps this as a core, although it would be the third most populated place they have. Really interesting indeed. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna let them become independent. And hopefully the AI will take the focuses that... Or do you need to... Hold on, first let me explain what I'm doing here. We're going to form the state. Because we're concerned with getting the Congo up here more than anything. But also, okay, so are they allowed to do industrial methods? Yes, because it adds a building slot and a military factory. So what we're going to hope here is that they're going to come over here and do industrial methods. And so then they have some factories, and we can, use that recruitable population they have, which is not much, but something can get going on down here, and we'll have some additional help. And I guess now we also should, at some point, though it's hardly a priority, incidentally, we're not going to be able to justify war goals until we're at 75%, because we're authoritarian Democrats at the moment, but eventually it looks like Zambia gets a core here, Nyasland, which I don't think is gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna work with anybody. This actually was this was a former British area here. So it could just be the Belgians were just gonna go and start snatching up everybody's stuff. Now our highest priority outside of attacking the Congo is gonna be actually taking out Tanganyika here, because they actually have a couple of military factories. So if we can manage to win a war against them, we'll be in a really great position compared to the Congo. These guys have 1, they have 0. Yeah, most of these areas don't have any right now. Declaration of Independence. Yeah, Gabon can do some fun stuff. This is definitely one I'm strongly considering doing in the future. Is Gabon. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. Let's figure out what my plan is here. So for right now, I'm thinking Kivu Click. These guys are fighting a lot of people. I almost want to help them. No, I can't. I can't lend lease to them, but we're gonna keep an eye on how things are going over there. But for right now, let's actually build our army and have it facing this way against the Germans. Whoops, I accidentally clicked that. And we're going to keep an eye out for things that are going to... Italian Republic join Danu Abriad Bund. That's good. That's good. We're going to hopefully see a war break out here soon, because we want world tension to rise. Not too fast, though, because there definitely is other stuff we could be doing here. Like, we haven't even done colonial rule holds on. But maybe a war in China would be really useful. Oh, perfect. They're bringing down the Goliath, so hopefully they'll do this and then do another one of these, but just attack somebody at some point. Hopefully. German Empire is at war with the... What? Yeah, they'll do the railway incident. Just something to get tension up. Okay, so now we're going to start mobilizing some more men. More events! Let me get a little sip of water here. I think I had too salty of a lunch ahead of sandwich. Anyway. I got like salt mouth. The FWFA has eagerly observed the growing popularity of football in Katanga and has decided to pump further funding into the Association Sportive Congolaise, upgrading its infrastructure, providing better support, and even allowing for promotion into the Flemish-Wallonian Cup. To further strengthen the bonds between the two organizations, the Beerschot Club has announced their visit to Hermannstad to face off against the best of our nation. To show off the successful return of the colonial regime, plans for a new station are being drafted named after Adalbert I. Show them that Katanga has entered the 20th century. That reminds me. I'm gonna pull up on a map. Something. I'm just trying to find where Katanga or Hermannstad is on a map. Trying to see if I can find one so I could just point it out to you all. Well, I don't think I'm able to. Well, the hell with it. Okay. New focus, though. So we're doing colonial rule hangs on. I think I accidentally let that fill up all the way. Nope, I was able to stop it just in time. So, the Mwami has been defeated and colonial rule has been established. Tensions are high, however, between the Flemish Wallonians and the native Cantonese population who urge for the abolition of European patronalism. And I don't know which direction I want to go. We could do colonial power. This will give me more political power, stability, and research speed. Over here, it's less political power, but more recruitable population and a whole lot more stability. Restoration of the missions. See, we're going to have elections here. Elections will stand for. See, I'll be much more stable. It's probably for the best if I reward the evolues. After all, we're not the Germans here, right? We're not some German boos where it's just Germany today, Germany tomorrow, Germany forever. We're gonna we were able to fend off that siege with the help of Africans. So maybe we could go over here to an African army. Plus, that's gonna give me non-core manpower. That's gonna be really good as I expand. Very good indeed. Reform the force publique. Better defense if I do this. We have a research slot over here. I don't think we get one. We go with the Belgians. No, I don't think so. I think to get another research slot, we got to come down here to the Technical University of Herministad. Oh, but we can come down here anyway if we do the mission to civilize. So really, which one of these we choose is going to be if we're going left or right. Improve living conditions, Congolese. So then, what's more important? We get more political power on the right. Definitely get more stability. We won't be able to research as fast. It's not as if any of us have very many research slots, right? More recruitable population factor and factory output too. Guns are what I need. Yeah. I think we're gonna reward the Evoluis. I know we have some stuff to do over here. This is not really a high priority. I'd say if anything's a priority right now, it's building this arsenal. Guatemala is attacking Salvador. All right. So and we'll be able to create friendly relations either way with Flanders-Wallonian. So to get the African army, all right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 straight down here because I want to get to these military factories ASAP. And the additional stability ought to help a bit. Right now, hey, look at that. We're already down to, it's going to be 1943 before we finish up that military factory. Wow. The Tanganyika is also getting stronger. Get more divisions than me. Mine are definitely better. I'm sure of it. Yeah, we got 18 with militia, man. No fear. And a bit of infantry equipment as well. I think we can just go to head to 5 speed now. So we're going to have about a year and a half, almost a little over a year and a half, probably until Germany and France go to war. That'll definitely push the world tension high enough for us to begin to expand. The Kivu clique is definitely going to die, it looks like. So the Congo wins by virtue of having a military factory. They're definitely stronger than us, though they don't have much in terms of population. But yeah, Tanganyika is the priority. Maybe we'll even grab Nyasaland, and then we'll go after these Congo territories. So, built under King Adelbert Stadium, built under the careful supervision of Pere de la Kethuye, and funded by the Association Sportive Congolaise, hundreds of workers have been building for months, finished the prestige project of the colonial government. To the pair, hundreds of Katangi's school children have volunteered to aid in the construction, as well as hoping to one day be able to become world starts and play in the Flemish Wallonian League. Built for over 50,000 supporters, the stadium is supposed to become... There's a lot of typos here. The stadium is supposed to become the center of the Herministad sports associations, with an athletics club planned as well. Slowly, the building grows. Great. Fantastic. So now we're gonna go. We gotta go concentrated industry. Almost all the time, dispersed is better, and even now, I don't know, because we get the efficiency retention, and it's got a better production efficiency base, so that could be good. We come up here. Gonna take 120 days, and then by the time that's done, we can start going towards weapons 2 as well. They really just gotta pump up concentrated industry to make this worth it to me. And I know that I'm taking these things when I haven't even taken anything else yet. Hold on. What do I get? I've got an army tree out here somewhere, right? So, wait, no, that's not the branch I'm going down. Is there something that specifies which one I should be going down? Right, this gives me claims. That just lets me go to war faster. Alright, we could learn from the East Africa offensive by doing Grand Battle Plan over here. But besides that, it actually looks like we're free to do whatever we want. So, I I think we're gonna do superior firepower, just get that flat soft attack bonus. Alright. Every little bit helps, right? Okay. Iran's declaring on the Ottomans, and world tension's not going up. Why? Okay, what else could we do? We could increase the conscription, or we could start to make our way toward higher mobilization. No. Union Minière de Haute Katanga. So we can get the faster construction speed, another 10% there. What are we down to? Hey, we're down to 1942 for this military factory. Awesome possum. We also need to... Yeah, we do need to start coming up here, though. Alright, so rewarding the Evolus. This will replace the memory of this free state with rewarding the Evolus, which will increase our recruitable population factor, shoot up our stability. It's going to more than double what it is now, as well as increasing our daily political power gain. Right now, we're getting almost a point every day, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet out of 10, I definitely would have to say. Yep. Right. What's going on in the rest of it? Oh, what's this? Argentina took 2 states. Okay, Bolivia just got eaten up. And the Empire of Brazil is about to be created. What is this? Integralist Brazil is... Oh, that's Uruguay. I'm so sorry. I'm about to hear it now from everybody who lives in Uruguay who watches my stuff. My brain saw the stripes, and the first thing I thought was Greece. So I thought, why is Greece and Brazil got a relationship? That's weird. Oh, but I'm the weird one. I'm the one who's weird. Death of Gianni Prentice? Prentice, right? So arriving in Congo in 1900 as part of the English Garanganze evangelical mission, because remember, a lot of these areas were also... You kind of had the... You know, it was a scramble for Africa. You had a lot of things going on here. Jean Prentice greatly defined the influence of the church in Katanga, and she finally died last Friday. She was the oldest living colonial in Congo, and loved by both the colonials and the Kantangese. A sad day for Katanga. Yeah. I gotta say, I don't know who that is. Portugal has joined the Entente. Shocking. Oh, did Juan get a new Alfonso, excuse me, did Alfonso get a new portrait? Or have I just not noticed? Alright, so... Oh, man, we gotta get this first factory. So right now, we're gonna go 56, 56, 56, 56. So 56 times 4 is 224 days. That'll still be before the end of the year. And we'll have some licensed production for better infantry equipment. Might wait on researching that next level of it. Peace deal was just created. Looks like the deal with the devil's going down over here. Yep, deal with the devil against the CSA. CSA is getting help from France, not from the Union of Britain. Why? Weird. Why are they not helping? Norwegian Union is going on up here. That's next on my priority list, by the way. I'm sure that some of you have been mentioning it in the comments, but it will be next on my priority list to come up here to the Nordic Federation, or try to do the Nordic Federation with at least one of these countries. What I'll probably just do is play them all as democracies and see if I get the role. I will then do a, I'll do a guide at some point. I have a Patreon who has requested it. I promise I will do a guide on the Nordic Federation at some point, so look forward to that. Brazil just joined the Entente as well. We're going to grab electronic engineering now, just to move things along a little bit. Bulgaria's with Russia. I think it's just the two of them, actually. World tension's going down! How, if there's been more wars? Hold on a second. Bah! Anyway. Finally, the big day has approached. Bershot has flown from Brussels to Hermannstadt to play against the Hermannstadt club, who was able to defeat Bunkia in a close 4-3 last month. Accompanied by loud music and even a performance of the Force Publique Orchestra, the stadium has started to fill up with more than 50,000 Kantagese already inside and more than 20,000 waiting outside. With the burning sun shining on the supporters, the match begun with a goal from Mokuna against the Flemish-Wallonian keeper. The Beerschot attackers were able to turn the tide around at the 42-minute mark, scoring 2 goals against the failing Hermannstadt defense, placing the score 2-1 at halftime. During the second half, 3 more attacks by Beerschot were blocked by the Hermannstadt defense, and Mokuna was able to score another goal at the 76th minute, placing the final score at 2-2. Ecstatic with the beautiful performance their team was able to present the Flemish Wallonians, celebrations continued deep in the night together with the Beerschot supporters. A fine day for Katanga. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, that's a case where I think a tie actually was the best possible outcome. Just good, everybody, good showing by everybody. Yeah, I watch things like basketball, but there's something about, I say this like I'm not one, but for some reason Americans just don't seem to understand sometimes that a tie can be a really like a draw in football, and it could be a really beautiful thing sometimes. It'd be really interesting. Of course, you always want your own team to win. Let's see here. Alright, we're done rewarding them. Onward to the free elections. While Bunkeia remains our capital, the industrial and economic hub of Hermannstadt is where the real power lies. Due to the execution of the German mayor by the Malawi's rebellion, a new mayor is to be elected, and the colonial government has proposed to open the elections to all citizens of the city. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the guy who was besieging us, so we don't want him in charge anymore. Anyway, we're going to be going up here to early mobilization in a minute. Really wish I had resources, but that's going to be another great thing about getting a Tanguchika, is we'll be able to get that steel. Very nice. Because I'm going to absorb this, I'll tell you right now. You know, even though there's like 4 million men just right here, gotta have that steel, gotta have those factories. And that way, once we restore the Belgian Congo, it'll stretch from sea to shining sea. Alright, it's finally over. Buganda and Congo have defeated the Kivu clique. Now, meanwhile, the Congo still has some fighting to do, though, against the Commune of Gabon. Do they contact the Commune? Yeah, down here, down here. Once they're at peace, they're going to try to join France in the Third Internationale. Oh, Congo already got occupied. All right, so we're gonna be facing these people at some point, but they're fighting Cameroon. Can we possibly send volunteers? No, we do not have nearly the divisions. What am I thinking? Nice. Look at this guy. Damn, that looks like a thick jacket for Africa. This is sub-Saharan Africa right here. It's a little hot on the coast too. It's probably so humid. All right, cool guy. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's go to early mobilization. Where are we at on this? Down in 1940, we've shaved off about 5 years and counting for building this damn thing, and we're at 10% of the way toward building our first military factory. Oh man, what a laugh riot! I guess Japan didn't attack Germany yet. They're not going after the Qing. Oh, the assassination happened. Oh, that's gonna put them back quite a bit because if I remember correctly, it's a pretty steep political power cost that they got to pay for that. Bulgaria is getting really long. Fighting off the Belgrade Pact, but I wonder if Russia's sending them help, although I'm not sure how they could. They don't have any connection to them. But there's probably like at least an air force over there or something. The West Indies Union just got eaten up. How's it going over here in America? Looks like the CSA, it actually looks like they're getting pushed back a little bit. Maybe they don't have enough factories because they don't have New England. No. Yeah, the CSA's, it's just temporary. They're gonna win this still. It's too late. Always has been. Always will be. Alright, anyway, so Cameroon, you guys have 6 divisions, these guys got 14, but Gabon is out of manpower. And the Congo, no, they're kind of even, but Cameroon makes a push, a decent push here. We might be able to win this, and that would be great, because then I could take this big section right here all at once whenever I go after the Congo. On the other hand, that'll also mean Cameroon's kind of strong. It's quite the land grab you got to be on. Here we go. All right, so we have three options here. Elections in Herministad. For the first time in colonial history, free elections to both black and whites will decide on the new mayor and de facto governor of the Katanga. The Catholic missions have proposed that Pierre Reichmans continue his term, while the large companies like the UMHK urge the voters to choose Jules' cousin as leader of the city. A new African Workers' Party under the lead of Leonard Mpoyi has oh boy, Leonard Mpoyi has also announced their bid for the position. It has been swaying voters in the city indigene. All right then, so the Pierre Reichmans, that's going to lead to social conservatives taking power, although there's some social liberals in there. The economy minister is a social liberal. Jules' cousin is basically the UMK. So Jules' cousin, it's essentially a company takes control. This will be social liberalism plus 25%. So this is plus 40%, this is plus 25%. Also, let's keep in mind, if we ever want to take these, the overhaul the Union Minière de Haute Katanga, which is this one here, that's going to boost up social liberalism right here. So this will eventually add up to 40%. And then Leonard Mpoyi and the African Workers' Party, Social Democrats. I think all of these, it's the same in terms of world tension that's needed in order to fight a war. Let me just double check that, though. I want to be sure about that. Okay, those are market liberals. I need social liberals. Social liberals is like the least, you see that, the least around. So this one, generate war goal, tension limit is 75. Okay, so social liberals are the same. Let's look now for social conservatives. Social conservatives is also 75, and then social democracy is, which is running things in the French Republic of all places, also 75. Okay, so it's really just a matter of what bonuses I want. Okay, I'll get 0.07 political power gain, more resource efficiency, another 0.04. You want? I got a pen here or something. I should probably be adding these up. Thought I had a pen. Okay, here we go. All right, so political power gain, it's 0.07 plus 0.04. Resistance, growth, and stability is increased. Research speed plus 1%. Encryption plus 0.50. Okay. Also, let's keep in mind who's the most powerful right now. So right now, the most powerful is the social liberals. Social democrats are very weak. Okay, if we were to come over here, we get a 0.07 again and a 0.03, so it's slightly less, but we'll get a higher trade deal opinion factor, but that doesn't really matter because we don't have resources. And then some of the resource gain efficiency is being blocked out by Emile de Weldman there. Gives us higher recruitable population factor, but the lower construction speed, factory output, and resource gain efficiency I don't think helps. That's not good. And our head of military intelligence would have the same effect. Then we have Leonard Mpoyi, who is a naive optimist. Well, that's not good, because he's going to lower our daily political power gain by 0.05, as well as lowering military factory construction speed. Ooh, civilian factory construction speed is up. Who gives a damn? So then we'll get an additional 0.03 from Edmund Laplace. Excuse me, Boyclue Pius Albert. But that's still, we're at a net loss so far. Till we get down there to Emile de Wildman, who gives an additional 0.05, so that'll cancel out Leonard. Yeah, that cancels him out, so we're getting a net gain of 0.03, and once again, the head of the military intelligence is exactly the same. Factory output minus 4%. I think social liberals is going to be the way to go, especially when we get this overhaul. But let's find out next time. I am Conquering History Games. I will see you then. And hopefully in the next episode, world tension will start to go up. But again, we're not in a real rush. As you can see, we've got plenty of events that are keeping us busy. Oh yeah, let's abolish the invisible color gap before I forget. We got plenty of events that are keeping us busy at the moment. But eventually we will continue, probably, I don't want to say this time next year, but maybe a little bit after that. I'd say, yeah, about another year and a half. We'll be ready to go on the offensive. And once we start the wars aren't going to stop. We're going to be at it for a while. So thank you for joining me. I am Conquering History Games. I will see you in the next one. You have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.